Good afternoon, and really happy to be with two guys in a ride here. I'm Craig. You may have seen me with some of the other videos that Nathan and Rob have done. If you look up at the top, you might see the Packard videos that we've done in the past, but we've known each other for years. And fortunately, today, we are here having a special opportunity to visit with my friend Glenn in Brandon, Mississippi. Glenn has got a real story to tell about some of the cars he has, and I think it's an opportunity to learn a little bit about Glenn's background. And Glenn, maybe we can just start out with why you're interested in vintage cars and especially muscle cars like I know you like.
Real simple and easy. I grew up outside of Detroit, a little town called Milford, Michigan, where the GM Proving Grounds is, by the way.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
Yeah, but old cars up there is part of your DNA. I mean, just part of life. So many, auto factories and related industry to support the auto industry up there. So you just, it's really just part of your, it's woven into the fabric of your life up there. So I got interested in real early, and my dad started collecting cars early. Matter of fact, the first car he ever got, I was probably about 11 years old, was a 54 Ford Sunliner convertible, cameo coral,
right.
Got that first overhead valve engine in it. And anyways, and that was a beautiful car. He still has that car to this day. But anyways, it got me interested in cars. And of course, through my youth, I started getting interested in, fast cars and hot cars and muscle cars, so to speak. And that I started doing a lot of research. I used to read Hemmings Motor News from cover to cover at 11 years old, and go through J.C. Whitney catalogs. Don't even know if they're still around, but anyways, like I said, it was just part of my life. I never, got in any trouble as a kid because I spent all my money on cars.
Of course.
Forget that. Alcohol and, drinking like most kids wanted to do, or, trying different things. If I was going to be spending money, I'm going to buy a camshaft for my car so I run faster on Saturday night out of Woodward,
So what do you figure your first car, your really, really beloved first car was?
That's pretty easy. I had a 1973 Mustang convertible, had a 351 Cleveland in it, but it was what they called the deluxe package, and it had the honeycomb grill like the Mach 1, had the side hockey stick stripes, the honeycomb back panel with the pop-open gas cap, and it was bright yellow and with black stripes, and it was a gorgeous car, and I completely restored that car myself, nut and bolt. It was down. Most people shuddered when they saw it because I had the thing in milk crates. You couldn't even recognize it as a car, but I completely took it apart, put it back together, repainted it myself.
Well, you got
everything.
Deep experience.
Yeah, that's right.
And how old were you then?
I was 16.
See?
Yeah.
See?
So, and used to go out and, cruise Woodward. And,
oh, yeah.
And I'm my favorite pastime was go out street racing on Telegraph and Gratiot and Woodward. And, and the cruising, but that's how I got interested in cars, and it's just never left me. And I've just always enjoyed having a cool old muscle car.
Well, speaking of a cool old muscle car, what about this lovely white Dodge that we're looking here? Can you give us a little insight? It's got all of the cool design, because what year is this?
It's 66.
66.
Yep, 66 Charger. It's the 383 4-barrel, which was the only step up from there, of course, was the 426 Hemi.
Oh, yes.
So, it goes pretty good. But it's loaded out pretty nice. It's a fairly low-mile car. It's had one repaint in its lifetime a long time ago. Been detailed, of course,
Anything
a while back.
About the interior on this vehicle?
The thing I love about this interior on this car is this dual bucket seat arrangement, and you can see one is up in the back and one is down, so you can lay them both back, and that's completely flat back there. Matter of fact, there's a panel. If you were to open up this trunk, you can see it through the back window. Yes. It slides down, so you could put almost a dang 8-foot
sheet of plywood.
Yeah, in there. But I just think that's super cool. And of course, the electroluminescent lights on the dash, of course, we can't see that because it's daytime and they're not on. But they glow. I mean, it's just one of the neatest things ever.
Automatic transmission?
Yeah, 727 TorqueFlite.
3-speed.
Yeah, 3-speed automatic. And of course, as any old Mopar, they just nailed the styling on these. This is one of the first, what people call fastback designs, and you can tell it's just sleek as can be. And
now is this
it's
got
just a
AC?
looker. Yes, factory AC,
Factory AC?
and it works.
Okay.
And it works.
And roll-up headlights.
Yep.
And the cool part in our day, I've got a few years on you, but I always loved the tail light.
Oh yeah, the tail light
on the Charger.
They're awesome, and that goes all the way across the back.
Especially for a big fastback, because this was a big fastback.
Yeah, that's right. So it's
pop those lights on. That'll make a difference. Let's see.
Did they come on? Okay.
Oh yeah, they're on. That's great.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of just super neat design elements in this car, and like I said, just the Dodge hit it just right with the styling, and
so let's see,
what they've done.
Relative, this was probably the largest fastback in '66. Would have been a Mopar.
It might have been that the AMC Marlin, I think it was, is probably roughly the same size, and it was kind of fastbacky.
But didn't have the looks that this does.
No, this looks much nicer, yes, in my opinion. The Rambler wasn't, a bad-looking car, the Marlin.
Oh, yes, it was.
well, maybe it was, but I got a couple AMCs too, so I can't be too hard on them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thinking about this car must have more of a story to it.
Well, I bought this car for my wife, Kelly. And,
really?
Yeah, she's always liked these cars, and this car came up. As a matter of fact, my friend JD Pass had it, and he come up on it, and I said, "Man, I need to take that off your hands."
Well,
JD, so he hooked me up, and
let's bring Kelly into this story so that she can actually give us the real nitty gritty about this car. Kelly, what can you tell us?
Well, I've always liked this style of car, and like Glenn said, I saw this on JD Pass's website and said, "Gotta have this one, honey." And so he said, "Okay," and we bought it. And I like to name my cars, so I decided to name this Charlie the Charger. Prior to even knowing any of the backstory. Upon getting it, I'm always the one who goes in and cleans out the interior and digs out everything in the glove box and
sounds familiar.
all that. So I happened to find the original title, and it had a lady's name on it. And so I Googled the lady's name, and come to find out, she had passed away, obviously. But when I Googled her name, I found her obituary. And it basically said that her husband was in the military. He was stationed in Germany, and so she went down to the dealer and purchased this 66 Charger. She was the very first owner, buying it by herself in 1966, which I think is somewhat unheard of, right?
Yes.
Her obituary went on to say that, this was one of her favorite vehicles. She had a couple of sons. And when she passed, or the family passed, what have you, they kept it in the family, and she gave it to her son. And then, I'm just reading all the nitty-gritty of her obituary, and at the end it said, she's beloved wife and loved being part of the military. Thank you for your service, whoever you are anymore, right? And that she loved her 2 sons and her dog, Charlie. So I just thought that was ironic that I decided to name Charlie the Charger, and the lady who purchased it from brand new also had a golden retriever named Charlie. So I just thought that was a really cool story to go with my Charger.
So considering it was now your Charger, how much work did you have to do to get it in the current state, which is really excellent?
Well, I leave all the engine work to my husband, but I do all the detail, and I just give him good bath and a good scrub down, and so very, very little work had to go into this vehicle.
But you did this was repaint.
We did not repaint it, but it had a repaint.
Well, I saw a couple Rust-Oleum cans here, so I wasn't sure.
That's for one of my other vehicles.
Oh, okay. I appreciate it. You're a woman of resource.
Well, thank you.
This was repainted probably about 15 years ago.
15 years ago. It looks great. Yeah. And how much do you drive it?
Quite a bit. Maybe once a month on a Saturday.
And you get it up over 35?
Absolutely.
135?
Yeah, well, I was asking her. So is 135 the right number for you, Glenn?
Well, I got to remember how far that speedometer goes.
Oh, there we go. Hey, there's a speedometer limitation.
Yeah, it goes to 150. That's probably about right.
Yeah.
Since this isn't a 383 versus the more stout 396 that we know is in the GM car, will this thing
Why
actually...
would I want a boat anchor in a good old Mopar?
Obviously, a difference of opinion. But I assume this might break the rear tires loose if if you get it up to around 10,000 RPMs, it might actually move a little quicker.
I think it'd probably break them loose in second, to be honest with you, Craig.
Now, has this got the limited slick, or what we used to call positive traction? Yep. Oh, yeah, that's a big plus.
Yep.
And did you convert the AC in this?
I think I did convert it to 134, to be honest with you. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm sure I did because, R12 is just...
It's crazy.
It's almost non-existent, yeah.
Right.
Unless you just pay, 100 prices for it.
Right.
So yeah, I'm sure I did. Well, I can tell real quick. I just look and see if I got the right valves on it. Yeah, that's 134.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Well, that's great. I mean, considering you found it, and you basically not really restored it, but brought it back into the condition you want. And you've had it for how many years now?
This one we haven't had real long. This is probably 2 or 3 years.
Okay, yeah. So it's new to the collection.
Yeah, somewhat.
It's new to the family.
That's right.
Well, and do you have any special, if you will, moment or time in the car that you can remember over the past 3 years?
I bet you can share on a G-rated show.
Yeah, something that we don't have to put the R
nothing
up
we
there.
can share.
This is a family commentary, and I'm talking about the front seat, not the back seat.
Well, it's rough in this car because it's got 2 buckets back there.
We saw that.
You have to be a gymnast.
You're really a
So
favorite memory.
so net, is there really a special moment or time or event that you can reflect on with this car?
The one that I would think of is just the fact that when I saw this vehicle on my friend JD's website, he had just gotten it in, and I'm on my iPad, of course, and I said, "Sweetheart," because I knew she liked these cars.
Oh, yeah.
I says, "Look what JD's got." I said, "Do you like this?" She says, "Oh yeah, I think you need to write the check for that." So I had to call JD, and he's as tough as they come to deal with, but we buddies. So he was kind to me. He was nice to me, and I said, I just got to have it. So tell me where we got to be and go easy on me.
Well, that's great. And Kelly, do you have any other special moment, event that you'd like to share about this car besides the fact that he wrote the check?
Nope. Not on this car.
Okay. Well, listen, we really appreciate Glenn and Kelly being with us today, and the time that you've spent with this car. Certainly, a lot of the viewers on Two Guys in a Ride will relate to it, but this is a really spectacular vehicle, and we look forward to seeing everybody in the future on Two Guys in a Ride. And at this point in time, thanks so much. We really enjoyed having you.
Our pleasure. Thank you very much.